scroll down to a channel called Keynote Slides on the left that you also have access to. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is a slightly strange format. We're going to be sharing the slides one by one in this channel. Shout out to Zbat for the genius innovation, because yeah, we were having to discuss thanks, Patstein. We were starting to discuss things like Zoom and Twitch and all kinds of strange options. So I think this is a great way to, to keep it within Discord, so people don't have to mess around on other software. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. This shouldn't take too long, but I think, this is a special live event just for our whitelist holders, to really fill you in on what's going on, where our heads are at, and to just communicate and make sure that, everyone's as excited as we are about the next week, and beyond. So yeah, if we can just share the team slide, Z, that'd be great. So my name is Jipeji. I am one of the co-founders at Sutter Systems, along with my cheerleader Batstein, who just posted above this. So we're the co-founders at a new NFT studio called Sutter Systems. And now, a few months back, we were introduced to Ozzy and Sharon through a mutual connection. And yeah, we've been working with them and their team over the last few months to bring CryptoBatz to life. And, I think it's just been such a remarkable journey that we've been on together. It's been, it's blown all expectations. And I guess to sort of give you the context of how that came to be, Ozzy is very much the co-founder of CryptoBatz and the creative director. And he brings all of his brand and his energy and Sharon's ideas to the table. And, we were on the phone to them for over an hour yesterday alone, just to give you some sort of view on the kinds of conversations and involvement that they've had. And, they very much creatively directed, the concept and the traits and the everything, the logo, and everything's been a partnership between Sutter Systems and Team Ozzy. I'd say as a team, Sutter Systems very much we're NFT nerds by nature. We're Bored Ape holders, Cryptodes holders, Subducks holders. We're NFT collectors. We're obsessed with this space. We've been in it for a while now. And yeah, we are very much glued to this space. And obviously, there's no false pretenses here. Ozzy isn't an NFT enthusiast by any means, and neither is Sharon. But I think what they are very excited about is this community and building something that means that people can really be part of something and creating a movement. So I guess I just wanted to give that to everybody as a bit of a sort of context around that sort of setup and that relationship, because we're really proud of it and we think it's really cool, and Sharon and Ozzy are as well, to be honest with you. So on top of that, so going through the wider team, we have 11, who is our incredible developer. Extremely talented. And yeah, he's been building out the smart contracts and I don't know, everything else in between. I don't want to start trying to talk through all of the technical stuff that 11's been doing, because I'll probably scramble a load of it and look silly in front of everybody. But yeah, he's a technical genius, and yeah, he's been with us since the start. Then we have the wonderful, the one and only Danny Phantom and Ash, who are our community managers, who I'm sure you're all familiar with, and they've been doing a fantastic job, obviously, in sort of spearheading not just responses on the Discord, very much the strategy around how we create the whitelist, how we engage the community, how we grow the community. And then we have Resistant Material, RM, who's our lead designer, previous experience working with Pharrell Williams, working with Kendrick Lamar, working with Heron Preston. So huge experience in the streetwear and design background. And then Zbat, I left you last because I'm sure people are roaring from behind their screens right now, but the incredible, the irreplaceable Zbat, also known as Z Guy on this slide, yeah, who has just been phenomenal in, he's our head moderator and he's just been here, just, yeah, what Zbat does, just like creating the vibes, policing it, bringing everything together. And yeah, he's, Zbat's really come through as a sort of MVP and for us. So yeah, I think that's a sort of introduction to our team. I'm based in New York. A lot of the team are based like across the US. Batstein and a couple of the others are also based in the UK, so Europe. So we're really spread across the globe and just like, maximizing on the ability to work remotely. Like we love that. I think everybody in the space loves that. So yeah, let's keep going, Z. Let's go to the next slide. This actually is like quite a good way of doing this. I thought it was going to be a lot clunkier. So, congratulations, everybody. If you are reading this right now, it means that you made it. You are officially guaranteed the opportunity to mint yourself a CryptoBat. And I say that with excitement because, I mean, to take Ash's words, not mine, we genuinely know right now that if we wanted to, we could probably move 50,000 or 60,000 whitelist spots. That's the amount of demand right now for these whitelist positions. The majority of our brain power and energy, quite frankly, over the last couple of weeks has gone on making sure that we don't give too many away, because the demand has just been absurd and so much to handle. And yeah, we've really tried to make sure that the people who we have been giving these whitelist spots to, I guess, are the really active members of the community, the people that are building this project with us. And thank you so much to all of you. If you're reading this, it's like we're so grateful to have you as part of this project. And yeah, congrats on making it. We're so excited for all of you to mint a CryptoBat next week. And we're going to just talk through a little bit of like what's going to happen next. So let's go to the next slide. So I guess like just to zoom out for a second before we sort of, talk through utility and this and that, but our vision for this project is, and always has been, to become, we want CryptoBatz to become the gold standard for a quality NFT project. We want to set a new benchmark for what an NFT project can become, and the ways in which we think that we're going to do that are based upon four key pillars. So we believe that, if you think of the text in red as our overarching vision, and then the text underneath is how we'll get there. And we believe that we're going to get there through innovation and creativity that, I think we're already showing that with the likes of Mutantbats and Ancientbats and, just, even like, I know it sounds super silly and maybe this sounds a little bit self-congratulating and I don't mean it to at all, but even things like this, like, creating interesting ways to engage our community, I think we're really trying to pave a new way there. Inclusion and positivity, it's just like something that we're so proud of in what we've built so far. Like when you go onto the Batcave, I think everyone's so welcoming and so positive and friendly. We've really managed to like shake off. I think when I first entered the NFT space, which was a while back, it was very cold, for lack of a better word. It can be quite an intimidating space, and I think it was, you had to really kind of scramble like and work hard to figure out how to navigate it. And I think we're really trying to change that with CryptoBatz and this community. It's like a very welcoming community, and I think that's going to go a long way for us. So on top of that, I think diverse and a diverse, varied community is almost like a build on that point. But I think what's unique about CryptoBatz, unlike a lot of other projects, is that CryptoBatz is a project that it attracts the hardcore, diehard NFT collector who's obsessed with, bored ape, is a bored ape holder and has been following the space day in, day out for the last year or so. We have loads of those people in our community. And they're the people that are like, oh my God, what, you partnered with Gremplin to create a legendary CryptoBat? That is so wild. Cannot believe that. How is that possible? And like that's, frankly, like myself and the team, we come from that space as well. Like we freak out that Frankie Nines created a subduct bat for us. That for us was wild, and we come from that space. But at the same time, the beautiful thing about CryptoBats is that we also attract, a group of people who maybe this is their first NFT and they've never been involved in the space before. And if you truly care about NFTs in this space and Web3, then you should be wanting to welcome newcomers in, and you should be wanting them to get to understand it and learn and enjoy this space. So, that's very much what we're trying to do here with this, and like that's a big pillar of what we're trying to build. And then last pillar is quality output. I think again, our short track record is already starting to prove that, but we hold ourselves accountable to very, very high quality standards, be it from the team, the artwork, the output, the roadmap, our ambitions for what we want to do long term with this project. We think that ultimately you can talk and self-congratulate and you can give it all the bark, but sometimes it just comes down to how much bite you have and can you back it up. And we're here to output, and we're here to create quality project, and quality a quality project that really provides value for this community is the bottom line. So yeah, that's kind of our vision zoomed out for CryptoBatz. So let's go to the next slide. So, yeah, I guess, this is just that point, right? That today is Monday, January 10th. The minting is going to be taking place next week. And I guess it's up to you whether you trust me or believe me in that I'm saying this for the right reasons. I'm not saying this because I'm worried about our floor dipping by any means. I'm saying this from a place of confidence, as I just want to timestamp it and just say to everybody right now who's listening, when you mint yourself a CryptoBat, I really, really, really strongly advise that you hang on to that CryptoBat, because that CryptoBat that you mint will be able to buy other projects predominantly. That's the first initial reason. Let's just go, short term before we talk longer term. And minting a CryptoBat that is able to buy it and then paper handing that thing straight away is going to be a massive regret for anybody. And I guess, I don't know, maybe that sounds like a bit weird coming from me, but I just really wanted to just say those words out loud so that the community could rally around that a bit and just remind each other that what's going to happen is these things are going to mint, and the entire world is looking at this project right now. Everybody is excited about it. Everybody wants it in. You are guaranteed one. Now there's going to be some crazy offers flying around straight away after the mint. That is going to be because people want these things. And all I would recommend is that you just cool off and hold tight, because honestly, our vision for this project is that we are going to create one of the biggest projects in the world. And this is just that moment before this all starts to happen that, I just want you to know that we are long hauling on this, and this thing's going to be really big. So, yeah. So let's go a little bit further into that, Z. So, Mutantbats. I'm going to speak very quickly through Mutantbats. I'm pretty sure that if you're on Whitelist, you'll understand how they work. But I guess just as a reminder and as a refresher, Mutantbats, to our understanding, is a completely unique utility. We've never seen it before. The reason we wanted to introduce it is because we'd never seen it before. And when we thought of the idea, we were like, oh wow, this is going to be wild. And since we've introduced it and started working on it from a technical standpoint, it's become clearer and clearer why nobody else does it. And it's because it's a ton of work. It's really, really hard work to make something like this happen, but we're doing it and it's already in motion. And it's going to be crazy. So what happens? So when you mint a CryptoBat, every CryptoBat, regardless of how rare it is, all comes with the same utility in that it can bite one NFT from another select project once. And the way that will work is you can buy one of four projects. So you can either buy you can buy a Bored Ape, you can buy a Supduck, a Cryptode, or an Alien Friend. So that's the four select projects right now that we've lined up as interoperable projects for CryptoBatz. And the way it will need to work is you will need to, as a CryptoBat holder, you will need to hold the CryptoBat in the same wallet as one of those interoperable projects. And when they're in the same wallet, you'll go onto the CryptoBatz website and we'll have CryptoBatz biting page there. And you will click bite and your CryptoBat you can choose which NFT you want to bite if you have multiple. And when you click bite, what will happen is it will create a Mutantbat NFT that will mint into your wallet in addition to your CryptoBat and the victim project. So you'll have your CryptoBat bites a Bored Ape, and then it will effectively mint a Mutantbat. And the Mutantbat will take on the traits of both your CryptoBat and the Bored Ape that you bit. So if you had, let's say, a gold furred Bored Ape with laser eyes, and you bit your CryptoBat bit your gold furred Bored Ape with laser eyes, your Mutantbat would be a Bored Ape looking CryptoBat Mutantbat with gold fur and laser eyes. And now, I don't know, maybe this all sounds super nerdy, but for anybody in the space, I'm sure you'll agree that this is like going to be wild. So I think the demand for, because here's the other thing that's super exciting is if you, even if you don't hold another NFT from any of those projects in your wallet, it's okay because people are still because the by nature because CryptoBats can only buy it once, more times they buy it, essentially the more mutant bats that are created, the rarer a biteable CryptoBat will become. And that's a really wild thing. It's deflationary. So even if you don't have one of those interoperable projects in your wallet, just by holding a CryptoBat that can buy it, that CryptoBat that can buy it is going to become rarer and rarer and rarer as Bored Ape holders want to get hold of one so that they can create a Mutantbat that looks like their Bored Ape, as Cryptodes holders do the same, as Supducks holders do the same, as Alien Friends holders do the same. The demand for biteable CryptoBats is going to be through the roof. So even if you don't bite, it's still a really incredible thing to be holding in your wallet. And yeah, there will be a part of our website. So we'll have a utility on our website, on our .com, that will allow you to check if a CryptoBat has still got its bite. And you'll be able to do the same in reverse for the interoperable project. So you'll be able to check if a Bored Ape has been bitten, because if each of the victim NFTs, they can only be bitten once as well. Yeah, I feel like that was a bit of a mouthful, but yeah. So Mutantbats, and this isn't like this, just so you know, this isn't like some like horizon idea that we've got that's going to be sort of rolled out 6 months later or 9 months later. Like our vision is that Mutantbats is going to be rolling out quick after we launch CryptoBatz. So it's going to be fast and this thing's going to be real, and it's when it launches it's going to be really really wild. And yeah, I guess it ties into that last point of like selling a crypto bat that can bite is going to be a huge regret for a lot of people. I'm concerned. So yeah, that's mutant bats. I'm going to quickly talk about ancient bats now. Now, in terms of roadmap, once we mint, we'll have the mint event next week for CryptoBatz, and there'll be a lot of excitement around that. We've already got a ton of huge celebrities have been DMing. Some of the biggest influencers in the space, like people we idolize, like, artists, collectors, big influencer names, celebrities. There's even been celebrities like tuning into our Twitter spaces, and yeah, there's celebrities who are probably even listening right now. So there's going to be a ton of excitement around CryptoBatz next week. And then soon after that, obviously Mutantbats will become the talk of the town, and we expect that to be like a global NFT event on its own. But then after Mutantbats, what happens? Well, I think the next exciting part of the roadmap is Ancientbats. And yeah, again, to just run everybody up to speed, Ancientbats are an industry first. We've not seen anything like this before. What we're really trying to do here is converge the real world with the metaverse and with the world of NFTs and create essentially, I mean, the inspiration was Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Do you know the part of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory where he hid the gold tickets and everyone went out and tried to get them out of the chocolate bars? Like, we that was kind of the underlying insight behind Ancientbats. We wanted to create this excitement in that you could step out of your door and you could potentially, leave your house and go outside and find an ancient bat that would become a life-changing moment for you. That we want ancient bats for they're only, I think there's going to be 99 of them total that exist. And we want those ancient bats to be life-changing NFTs for the lucky people that find them. And the way that's going to work is they will be most likely, I don't want to be quoted on this, but the way we're looking to set it up is they'll be pre-minted into wallets, and the wallets will be linked into the wallets will be available. You'll be able to open the wallets with a serial number that will be accessible through a QR code, and you'll need to be a CryptoBat holder in order to get the serial key that will open the wallet. The long and short of it is you'll need to be a CryptoBat holder in order to get an ancient bat, even if you find it. And we are going to hide them all over the world. They'll be in North America, in Europe, in Asia. Yeah, we plan for a big geolocation spread, so we're looking for them to be dispersed as evenly as possible. I mean, I can't guarantee they will be everywhere, but trust me, they're not just going to be sort of clustered around New York and LA by any means. They're going to be as spread out as we possibly can. And yeah, then on our website, we will start to slowly drop very cryptic clues that will allow people to start guessing around where they might be able to find an ancient bat. And there'll be a live portal that will allow people to see in real time which ancient bats are still available and which have been taken. And yeah, ancient bats. The really cool thing about ancient bats is this is the whole pool, I guess. Or I should have mentioned this probably first. Is that ancient bats will be able to bite up to 99 times, and the mutant bats that ancient bats create will be slightly different to the mutant bats that CryptoBatz create. So it's going to be very exciting. I don't want to give away more than that for now. But yeah, we've got all of that to look forward to as well. So, and then, yeah, looking beyond that, I mean, yeah, if we go to the next slide, Z, I think our big focus after Ancientbats is going to be the Sandbox, which for anybody that doesn't know, the Sandbox is one of the front runners right now in the sort of metaverse space race that seems to be going on. You got the Sandbox, Decentraland, obviously what Zuck's doing with Meta and from a centralized standpoint, and yeah, Tim Sweeney in Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft and Somnium Space and the VR world. So there's so many different metaverse options out there, but I'd say we're most excited in the Sandbox right now, and I think we're not pretending that there's a grand plan for the Sandbox and the metaverse right now, and frankly, that's because there doesn't need to be one. The space is evolving so fast, and when we enter into it, we want to do it in a way that will create true utility for CryptoBatz holders. We want, as in the same way that CryptoBatz is the talk of the town right now, we want our metaverse play to be the talk of the town when it happens. We want to set a new standard for interoperability with the metaverse for these NFTs, and we're very certain that we can do this in a way that will create real value for people that hold CryptoBatz within the metaverse. And now that's quite different. We live in a world right now of a lot of like pump and dump, hypey hype NFT projects that are talking about the metaverse and interoperability very much as just a checkbox exercise. And yeah, I think all I'm saying here is we're not putting a flag in the sand. We're not, saying this is exactly what we're gonna do, but just know we're very excited about doing it, and it's gonna be huge. Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. So I think there's a few slides left. This is wrapping up now, but I guess just on a closing note, I want to make like a promise to you as founders of this team, and that is that we have one of the best teams in the space right now. CryptoBatz, all eyes are on us, and that's not because of our hard work. That's because of the opportunity that you've all given us with your trust and belief. And I just want you to know that we are genuinely here to build something truly remarkable. And we are honestly in this for the long haul. So just know that we've got it, and we're working around the clock right now, and we're taking, more than daily team calls, and we're all in on this thing, and we're gonna build something that really rocks the space, and we're gonna make everyone in this call right now proud with what we can truly execute together with everyone in the room. So that's our promise to you. And then in terms of what we need from you now, if you're looking at this slide right now, if you're listening to me, it means that you are at the front line of this project. You are the core of CryptoBatz, and it's up to you. It's probably hard for people to see this or understand this, but we haven't grown this project. You have. It's all of those, each one of your messages, each one of your tweets, each one of your TikToks, each one of those uplifting sentiments that you put out there. That is what has built this thing into something so special. We own like the top 0.1% of NFT projects in the world right now, and that's because of you. Genuinely, it sounds cheesy, and all we need to do is just keep doing that. Just keep the excitement, keep uplifting each other, keep welcoming each other, keep those vibes and that energy positive, and together we are going to revolutionize the NFT space, honestly. And this is going to be for the OGs that remember in 6 months. You'll be the ones that look back and you'll be like, were you in the whitelist holders keynote? And we'll reminisce on this, and this will be a good moment that we reminisce on. So yeah, let's just keep going, and it's going to come from you. Thank you so much for your support. Cannot tell you how much we appreciate this, and yeah, how seriously we're taking this, and we promise to deliver on everything that we've spoken through in this presentation. So yeah, we'll leave it there. And one more thing, actually, whilst I'm on it, just a nice piece of good news. We're about to introduce a 5th interoperable project as CyberCons. Just wanted to save that for a nice little cherry on top. This is huge for anybody that doesn't know. I mean, I guess there's a lot of newcomers to the space, but CyberCons is yeah, one of the biggest projects in NFT history. They are real OGs. They're pre-Bored Ape. Um, and yeah, we've been working very closely with Mayu, who's the founder of CyberCons, and their team to set this up. So because they've got quite interesting metadata, it was quite hard work essentially to sort of line up. But yeah, you if you own a CryptoBat, there will now be 5 interoperable projects, and CyberCongs will be one of them. So if you hold a CyberCong in the same wallet as a CryptoBat, you'll be able to create a CyberCong style Mutantbat, which is huge and really exciting in the NFT world. I think CyberCongs, if you look on their Twitter, they've actually just posted about it on their Twitter. So this is live. Everyone in the Twitter space is going to be losing their minds about that one.